Welcome to this presentation on effective legal writing by Quimbee. My name is Kevin Johnson. This presentation includes a number of course materials, including today's slides, complete with detailed presenter notes. You can follow along with those slides or just relax and enjoy listening to these recommendations on how to make sure your legal writing remains effective, which is what we all really want. Lawyers write. We write a lot, and we write a lot of different things for different purposes. Each lawyer develops their own style of writing, their voice, so to speak. But regardless of your personal style, there are guidelines to legal writing that can make each message, each writing, even more effective. Effective legal writing is not the same thing as creative writing. Although there are some profound legal writings, maybe including some of your own work, I do not think legal writing would be considered as literature. Instead, it is a type of technical writing, but it does not need to be dry and boring and without appropriate creative expression. It does, however, need to be effective for its purpose. The purpose of this presentation is to describe guidelines for effective legal writing in general, as well as to describe guidelines for specific types of writing. Introduction. Even though I am giving this presentation on effective legal writing, I am not holding myself out as an expert on the subject, nor as a great writer. I did not create the guidelines addressed and described in this presentation. This presentation is a summary of lessons I have learned during my legal career. These lessons are from experience and from the wisdom of other lawyers who have helped me to become a better lawyer. Lawyers spend a lot of time writing memos, email messages, letters, contracts, pleadings and other court documents, briefs, summaries, policies, and any number of other written works. Different types of work have different purposes. Some contain what we hope are persuasive arguments. Some are instructions. Some are explanations. Some are records or recitations of what has happened. Some are demands. Some are responses to demands. And the list goes on. However, each type of work has its own purpose. Writing everything in the exact same style as if everything is just a version of everything else is probably not an effective practice. It is important to understand what you are writing and what you hope to accomplish with your writing. It is equally important for a lawyer to write in their own style instead of trying to imitate someone else's style. We are most comfortable and most effective when we use our own voice to express ourselves. This presentation is divided into several sections, with the first being the longest. That section goes through the basics of legal writing. All other types of legal writing are built on the basics, but each different type of writing will have its own elements that go beyond the basics. The remaining sections of this presentation each address specific types of works, with guidelines specific to that type. There may be some overlap, but there is always something unique to each type of work you will write. No matter how accomplished you are as a writer, I hope you will find this presentation to be useful. Basics of legal writing. With anything you write, it is necessary to know who your audience is, the purpose of your work, and what you need to accomplish with your work. These three things are not presented in any order of priority, they just have to be listed in some order. They are all equally important, and all three must exist at the same time. Who is your audience? Who are you writing to? The categories of who you might be writing to are easy. It's your client, another attorney, the court, a partner, or whomever. But as you know, not all clients are the same, nor are all lawyers, partners, and anyone else all the same. The goal of knowing your audience is so you can determine how best to effectively communicate with that audience. Some clients will not understand things as well as others, and it will take a different message for them to understand. Some clients are difficult, and any message to them might need to include more care in what is said and in how it is said. Some clients just want summaries. Other clients want details. The same idea applies to anyone you are writing to, and who they are and what it takes to effectively communicate with them should be considered when preparing your written message.